be caught on TV. Don't walk right here. There we go. It's a little bit better lighting. There's real people still, so you gotta wait for them to come on.
Yeah, tell them over here.
Okay.
So I can sneak her into the corner.
All right. I'm gonna be a great role model and pour some Coke in front of him. I'm gonna be a great doctor. Hello, let's go. I wonder if I'm gonna put it on Twitter real quick, see if all right, we got one person in here. Let's see if they stick around. Hi. This is a good background. I should record videos here. Oh, they're gone. Oh, nope, just you. It's my sister. Nana's here. Can you hear me? My sister's making fun of me. I usually get people. There's like nobody on here right now, so that's kind of awkward. Might have to cancel this. That is true. Usually it's pretty good though, and there's a lot of people watching my videos right now, so that's why I kind of expected there to be at least a little bit of a few people. East Coast people, it's already 11:30. Yeah, that's why I kind of like doing them at 8, between 8 and 9. So that would be what, like 10? That would be like 10 East Coast. I guess that's when I get more people. It might be too late. We'll see. It shows 2 people are in here. Who else is in here? Say something. See, look, I have friends. Nicholas Malloy. How's it going, Nick? My sister's making fun of me because nobody's gotten in here yet. It is very late. Oh, what are you studying? What are you studying, Nick? Nicholas Malloy, going pretty well. Good, good. I'm glad to hear. Olfactory system. Oh well. Oh, it's delayed. What I see. Nick, are you in med school as well, or are you like in an anatomy class? It says live chat. That's annoying that it's kind of delayed. Undergrad. Oh, you're studying neuroscience. Oh, cool. We had neuro block last, like my last block was neuro. You probably saw my other videos, but olfactory system. All I remember is cranial nerve 1 directly into brain. I remember uncus. I remember mitral cells, the cribriform plate. What else? What else am I missing? Where are you going to school, Nick? This is this. I wouldn't know yet. I'm on the second lecture. Oh, I see. I think olfactory system will probably be like maybe a lecture or two. Not a lot actually, because it is kind of just it's. I'm at J. Oh yeah, you're the one from Johns Hopkins. That's amazing, dude. Keep it up. That is a dream school for many of us. So you're doing amazing already. What do you know about Johns Hopkins residencies? Thanks for being here, Nana. Serena's not here. I don't know where she's at. My sister was making fun of me. Nana came on here. I don't know if she's still here. Nana, are you still here? Nick, it's kicking my ass off. Yeah, Johns Hopkins I expect to be pretty hard. Look, there's Serena. My sister was making fun of me earlier.
Why?
Because she's like, does anybody even watch you? Like, there's nobody here. Oh yeah, she says hi.
Hi.
I don't know much about residencies except they're competitive AF. I bet. Yeah, she says hi. Here's Tuesday. Where's Todd? Todd. That's Todd. That's Tuesday. I think I want to go into peds. Does Johns Hopkins have a pretty good peds residency program? I haven't really looked at residencies honestly because it just still feels kind of far off that I just don't want to stress myself over that right now. Tuesday. Audio keeps going pretty whacked out. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably need to like speak louder. I don't know where the mic is on this thing. I'm saying that I haven't really looked at residencies because it's so far out that I don't really want to stress myself out with that right now. Kaplan or Princeton for studying for MCAT? AMC or Khan Academy for MCAT? If I had to choose though between those two, Muhammad, I'd probably just use Kaplan. I use Kaplan right now during med school. No, I wouldn't use them both. It's overkill. They have the same information. Yeah, that's a good idea, Nick. Just focus on getting good grades in undergrad. Don't do what I did. I would just between the two, Kaplan. Between the two. Oh, shoot. I've heard Princeton is more comprehensive, maybe more so than you need. I used Princeton the second time I studied for the MCAT and I got a better score, but I don't think it's because the material was better. I think it's just because I was working harder, honestly. It wasn't Princeton or Kaplan. It was just me. I was a problem the first time. Hi, Waz Khan. How are you? Waz Khan. Look, see, I get people. Tuesday says hi. Tuesday. Got any questions, Waz Khan? I don't know if you know I'm a first year med student. I don't know if I didn't put that in the title, so maybe people don't even know what I'm talking about. I just came to answer questions, actually. Mostly for the people that already subscribed. Fine, and you? I'm doing great. I'm drinking a big old glass of Coke before I go to sleep, and hanging out with my 3 girls, Serena, my 2 dogs, and her 2 dogs. The 2 dogs. They're all girls. I'm only going to be on for another 17 minutes, guys. Let me know. Usually I'm on for like an hour, but today I just want to go to sleep at 10. And I got on a lot later than I usually do. I usually do these live streams an hour and a half earlier, so I understand why there's not that many people on right now. Ask me questions. She's so cute. Dang, she's so far off still. Before studying for MCAT, do I need to know something like psychology, bio, chem, physics? Because when I open the MCAT book, I am in high school. It sounds like I need to go to college first. You definitely need to go to college first, Mohammed. Once you start college, I guess I wouldn't start studying for the MCAT while I'm in high school. That's way too early. But in college, whenever you start taking like your general chemistry course, you can open the MCAT book and look at the sections there. That way you can cover that stuff right then and there. And then whenever you come back to study for it seriously or just like more disciplined, then you'll already have like the basis of all the MCAT chemistry. So then you'll just be able to refresh yourself and get into practice questions right away. Oh, Nick, you can definitely self-study the psych material. I only took psychology like 101 or 105, whatever, the intro psych. And what I basically did for the psych section when I took it the second time, I used Kaplan flashcards and my psych score went up like 5 points just with flashcards alone. So you're a neuroscience major, you will be fine in that section. I would not worry about psychology. It's very straightforward. It's a lot of memorization. Make sure you know Piaget, Maslow's hierarchy, and a lot of just the psych terms like I don't even remember them, like societal norms and things like that, and you'll do fine, especially if you're a neuroscience major. No, the MCAT is not straightforward. The MCAT is a test where you basically learn how to take the MCAT because it's a lot different than anything you've probably experienced. My biochemistry professor actually, he structured his class around biochem for medical school. So that was a pretty good preparation for the MCAT. But the MCAT is a lot of applications. So you have to know the material and then you have to be able to manipulate it and change it to answer the question. That's what the MCAT is like. It's very little like, do you know this fact? Although for the biochem section, you do have to know like all the amino acids, their charges, and their 1 and 3 letter abbreviations, and you'll do fine on the biochem, like the content part of biochem, if you know that. My biochem, so in med school, my undergrad biochem professor also teaches the gastrointestinal, GI, and endocrine later. So he said he's not gonna grill us in med school because he already grilled us in undergrad. So I'm really excited for that. What is the coolest part of being a doctor or a med student in your opinion? Going into clinic and taking care of patients is easily the best part of med school. So I really don't enjoy studying 12 hours a day, but when I go to clinic, it makes it so much more manageable and it makes it real on why I'm studying it. It makes it so much better and relevant. And that's the best part of med school, taking care of patients. And a lot of them are so like they know you're a student and they'll still treat you with so much respect and they'll give you all the information like you know what you're doing, and they let you do a full physical exam even though like in the hospital you're mostly doing like focus exams. So I've heard that med students actually give patients the most comprehensive physical exam because you do a head-to-toe exam when you're a first year med student, and then once you start getting up higher you do like focus exam. Like if they have an ear problem, you're just going to look at like eyes, ears, mouth, and like neck, basically. But as a first year, you just go through the whole head to toe physical exam, and I think they really appreciate that because they don't get that if they go to their PCP. They get the focused exam. I had to memorize the amino acids for OChem and biochem. I doubt I'll forget it anytime soon. Yeah, you'll do fine on that, Nick. That's OChem. Well, my voice cracked there a little bit. OChem and Gen Chem. What was the MCAT like? It's so far. That's why I don't really like talking about the MCAT too much anymore, guys, because I took it like 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago now, so I am not up to date and I'm not studying for it consistently anymore. Like I'm not studying for it, so I don't want to give you guys incorrect information. I just trying to remember the stuff that really helped me out. OChem, I think, like S1, S2 reactions. You guys now have to know like all the amines, amides, methyls, carboxyls, decarboxylation, dehydrogenase, all that stuff is really important for the MCAT. So I should take the chemistry, biology, or whatever is going to be on in college, and then buy the review. Like exactly, Mohammed. That's exactly what you should do. Or even you don't even have to buy the books. Honestly, if I were to redo it again, I don't know if you guys watched my video. I wouldn't buy Kaplan or Princeton. I would buy the double AMC materials because they write the test and they have practice stuff. So if you're doing well on their practice stuff, then you'll do well on the test. And then you can just supplement yourself with a free resource like Khan Academy. And then get yourselves like a question book. That's the most helpful thing. Questions, just practice questions. See, it's really fun answering questions. Maybe they do that. If you guys think Tuesday. If y'all think Tuesday is cute, hit that like button. Does your medical school offer surgery? So you in every medical school you have to go through a surgery rotation your third or fourth year. So they do, and then I don't know like what residencies. I think our school might have like an OB/GYN residency. That's kind of considered a surgical specialty. I don't know what other surgical residencies my school offers. But yeah, it should offer surgery because you have to go through that rotation your third or fourth year. It's required for, I think, for every med student. What? Todd or Tuesday? All right. This is Todd. Say hi, Todd. Todd. What's up? I'm gonna try to get some sleep. It's nearly midnight here and I've got class in the morning. Thanks for live stream. Yeah, go to bed, Nick. Thanks for showing up. I know it's a late live stream. I know it's late, but I wanted to, because I sent the email out to everybody earlier, I didn't want to like leave them hanging if they've been waiting for it. So that's why I said only 30 minutes, but I'll see you later. I wanted to see. Oh, nice. I should change like the description. That way they kind of know like who I am or whatever. Like when I go live, like that's good to know because that's all it says. It doesn't show. Oh, I guess I'm a first year medical school. I didn't change that too. No, I guess it has a good description. Does MCAT have 4 answers to choose? Oh man. I do. It is multiple choice. I'm not sure if it was 4 or 5 question answers. Let's look it up. Cat search. Let's see. After you're done, I'll answer that in a little bit while I'm looking it up. After you're done with first year medical school, please make a video telling what is content that was taught to you in the first year. I will, Mohammed. So if you guys watch my vlogs, I've actually been pretty good about saying what I'm doing during the day. So you guys can kind of get a sense of what I'm studying at that particular day and week. The really long vlog I uploaded, I realized that I talked a lot about the stuff I was learning. So watch that. But yeah, I'll definitely make a video about that, Mohammed. I just want to make videos you guys want to watch. So thanks for that idea. Joel, how long did you study for the MCAT and what methods? I studied for the MCAT. I took it twice. The first year I think I studied 3 months the first time, and the second time probably about 3 months as well. The first time I took one of those Kaplan courses, luckily I didn't have to pay for it, but I didn't put in the work that I should have, and I didn't get the score I wanted, and therefore got rejected that first year. The second year, I was more motivated. I self-studied using Princeton Review, Khan Academy, and the next step 2,000 discrete questions QBank, and I went up on my MCAT, and I was accepted in medical school, and that's my methods. But if you really want to know what I would do now, go check out. I made a video on what I would do if I was to study for the MCAT now, and I'd basically take 2 months, only use AMC and Khan Academy, and probably that next step QBank again. That's what I would do again. I would just focus on using more double AMC materials though, because that would have been more indicative of what score I was going to get, I think. Oz Khan, yes, the MCAT has 4 answers to choose from whenever you're answering the question. I just looked it up and I found it. 8 people. Thanks everybody for being here. Make sure to hit that like button. It really helps my channel out to kind of get discovered. And ask me questions. You guys have 4 minutes, or I guess you guys have 5.5 minutes. I'm only doing a 30-minute live stream. How many times did you apply to med school? I got rejected my first application cycle, Andrea, and then I was accepted the second time I applied. So two times. It sucked. It sucked being rejected. But I'm kind of glad I got rejected. I should make a video on that. I'm glad I got rejected. I should. Yeah. I'm gonna make a video on that. The first year, I only applied to the school that I am currently in, and I got rejected. The second time, I applied to 14 in the primary, and then I sent, I think, 5 secondary applications. Oh, God, to say 5 in the secondary, and then I ended up interviewing at 2, and then I got accepted at the school that I wanted to. So I just came here, obviously. So I only got 2 interviews the second time I applied. I only submitted like 5 secondaries and I applied to 14. So it was pretty pricey the second time I applied. I was also a better applicant and I still only got 2 interviews, but I had always wanted to go to my state school just because of how cheap the tuition would have been compared to out of state. I interviewed at Minnesota and the tuition would have been $55,000 alone, which is nuts just per year. And tuition here at UNM is under 20. It's like 19,000. So that's just a crazy difference. So I'm really glad I got accepted here because I really didn't want to go to Minnesota. Plus, it was really cold up there when I went and interviewed. Westcon says hi. What are some things you wish you would have done differently in undergrad and pre-med? I wish I was a better student, Joel. I was really bad at studying in undergrad. In that grades video that I uploaded that has the most views, I talk about how I was actually put on probation for my scholarships because I did so bad one semester. And I wish I would have just learned how to study sooner and taken college a little bit more seriously. And I I'm still not sure how I got into medical school, but here I am. I wish I would have just taken the grades part a little bit more seriously. Did the only thing you changed when applying to my school is your MCAT score, or did you? Oh, I raised my GPA, Humza. That was the number one thing on my list to when I was reapplying to med school. Actually, the MCAT and GPA were pretty close together, but I would say my GPA was number one to improve the second time when I applied to medical school. I think they were equal, actually. I raised both of them up because I knew my MCAT and my GPA weren't competitive enough. So I worked on them both. How was your high school experience? High school was pretty easy. I went to a public school, which I mean, I'm not like saying that's bad, but it definitely didn't prepare me for college. My math, I was behind on math, and I had zero study habits and skills. So it was bad in that sense. And I really didn't like high school. I felt like people just wanted to not pursue higher education, and it had always been what I was going to do. So I didn't really fit in, I felt like, a lot of the time. But I loved college. Once I got in, you make your own schedule and you're in classes with people that actually want to be there. And if they don't want to be there, they're not going to show up and the professor's not going to care. So it's a lot better than college or than high school. I didn't like high school. What else can we talk about high school? So I met this girl in high school. She also hated it. We have some good professors though, good teachers. I had a few good teachers that really pushed me and believed in me. So that's why I'm in med school now. If not, I probably wouldn't be. And then I still go help in high school because my little sister's there. So I like going back into the community and them seeing that I got into med school from that school. And I think it kind of just, I don't know if it inspires or motivates any kids, but I hope it does. I only took more advanced classes. I didn't retake classes. I had some C's in some classes, and my pre-med advisor he advised not to retake the classes because if I don't get A's the second time I take it, then that's gonna look really bad on your application because you've already seen the material one whole semester. So you should get an A the second semester. Also, just because I could take higher upper level science courses. So upper level science trumps lower level science courses that I didn't do so well in. So that's how I raised my GPA. And I told them that in my medical school interview. I told them, I know I did bad previously, and check out how I'm doing now in these upper level science courses. I'm ready for med school. All right, that's 30 minutes. All right, everybody, that's 30 minutes. I will see you guys later. Thank you all so much for being here. Please like this live stream if you liked it, I guess. Any tips on taking all prereqs in 1 year? I don't think you can do that, Leanne, because you have to take Gen Chem 1, Gen Chem 2, and then you can only take OChem 1 and 2 after taking those. Then you can only do biochem after taking that. I got to answer these questions. Zachary, did you do research during undergrad? I did a research during a summer. It was qualitative research. I interviewed families with that took care of kiddos with developmental disabilities. And it was very humbling because they would invite me into their homes. They would feed me at their dinner table. And they were so excited that somebody was trying to help them get better healthcare or make a change in their lives. So that's the research I did in undergrad. All right, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I have clinic tomorrow, and I will see you all later. Tuesday says bye too, and Serena too. Bye.